Welcome, everybody, to the first episode of No Regerts. We are a crazy family with crazy stories, and we wanted to share those adventures with you. So welcome to episode number 1. This is Rick, Ashley, and should we call you Auntie BJ? Should we call like, how do you want to roll with this?
Whatever.
What? So Auntie BJ it is. Auntie BJ it is. So yeah. What's
everyone's week like?
Whose?
What's everybody's week like? The past or going forward?
I was thinking the same thing.
Let's go past week. We got some catch up to do. It's been a couple weeks.
Yeah, that's facts. That's facts. Since I've been answering y'all's text messages now and shit.
Oh, I think you graduated.
Hey, I'm turning over a new leaf. I went and saw Brother Calvin this weekend.
That's only because the kids were at my house that you went and saw him.
I got to tell you this shit. So he goes, so Kelly is in, first and foremost, I didn't know she was in Chicago. I thought she was just going to go visit her mom in Florida.
Mm-hmm.
Kevin texted me on Friday and he's like, hey, what are you doing tomorrow? I'm like, I don't fucking know. He's like, you should come over. I was planning on coming over anyways because it was Chippy's birthday and they did cake and all that stuff. So he goes, I'm gonna need you to bring that bitch Kenya over. I go, why? He goes, this bitch, the first thing she did when she landed in Chicago is she sent me a picture of Chicago style pizza. So I'm gonna need you to bring that bitch over. And, oh yeah. So there's war that's about to happen in the Doyle household for sure when she gets back. Because here's the other fucking thing. So I go there and I stayed the night on Saturday, or I stayed the night on Friday night, and then I went home last night. And so Kenya stayed the night with me. And obviously he's calling the girls and whatnot and, seeing how the trip's going. And he shows them Kenya. And then he talks to Kelly, and they're kind of doing their little scuffle thing because he's pissed about the pizza. He just flips the fucking camera right over. The way it was like, oh, don't worry, I'm getting mine right now. Mm-hmm.
For anybody that doesn't know, my sister-in-law is highly allergic to dogs.
Fine.
I was at my house in Illinois this weekend. So my older brother decided to have my younger brother bring his dog over. Yeah, sounds like a Kevin move.
Yeah. Well, also, though, I talked to him, and here's what he said. He said, and Kevin's impressions are the fucking shit. But he goes, yeah, because I keep getting in his ear. I'm like, bro, listen, you just got to get a dog. Just fucking do it. Whatever. I'm about to cause war in the fucking house at this point. So I'm like, you need to get a dog. And he's like, I want to, but Kelly's allergic. And then he pulls this stunt. He goes, but I got to tell you, she took one fucking test one time when she was like fucking 12. And the doctor was like, you're fucking allergic. And ever since that day, it's been fucking gospel for this bitch. So at this point, I'm just wanting to take the fucking leap and buy the goddamn dog. And somebody's going to have to sleep outside, whether it be me or her or the dog. I'm just going to fucking get a dog and we're going to figure this shit out.
I don't know what to tell him.
He tries to get her to do those shots every time.
He said he's trying to get her to do the fucking shots. What's that?
Yeah, and he's trying to get her to do the shots every month, and she's like, "No, they don't work."
Well, the first thing is, I know that you outgrow allergies. So who's to say that it's your fucking allergies at this point?
I mean, when's the last time she's been around a dog? Because we all know how she does react.
I don't even have the answer to that.
Jippy's dog.
When's the last time she was around Jippy's dog?
I mean, I've been up here. I have no idea.
Yeah, me neither.
I know that he always puts his dog away when she's over there. So I mean, the dander's still in the air, right?
You would think so.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm siding with Kevin on this one. I think he should just buy a dog and let it ride. He might fuck around and have the letter D in 2 weeks, but fuck it. I mean,
what'll happen is you'll end up adopting the dog because she'll say, get this dog out. It's me or the dog. And then you'll have another dog.
I mean,
so you better just go with him to pick out the dog because ultimately it's going to be your dog.
I mean, it's not the worst idea.
I mean, it'll work out, right? So then he feels like he's part of the process, and then he can help you pick out his new niece or nephew dog, and then maybe he'll feel more bonded and he can come visit him more.
Well, he's gonna have to sack up and actually take the plunge and get the fucking dog, because you know him, he's just all talk. So that shit probably.
Oh, he ain't gonna do it.
Exactly. Exactly. But then this rat bastard, here's what he does. Okay, this motherfucker. I have 3 people that are doing this shit to me now. Motherfuckers are looking for dogs, or dogs are popping up on timelines, or for some reason the fucking news is posting about people that are just dropping stray fucking dogs in the middle of the desert because they can't fucking take care of them. And I'm sitting there with brother Kevin, and he goes, "Oh, hey, I got a friend on Facebook right now. They got a puppy. They can't take care of the fucking puppy. Shardy, you should probably think about adopting the puppy." Like, so hold on. You're telling me that I need to get a fucking dog because you can't? Like, what the fuck is this bullshit?
It's living vicariously through you, right? You're already going to get one. It's kind of like you having kids, because the rest of us don't want no more, but we'd like some more little ones around.
That shit ain't going to happen, bro.
It's like I've been texting and asking people what they're having for dinner just because I can't eat, and I want to live vicariously through that.
Right. I had corned beef and cabbage tonight, just so you know. Mom made it. It was fabulous.
I'm good.
And I just had salmon burgers. You hate to see it.
What'd you have?
Salmon burgers?
I never had them.
Like, you've had salmon?
No, I don't like salmon, so no.
Okay, never mind.
I'm good with you guys.
So Auntie BJ can't eat, y'all, because she just had a surgery. So she's going to look like an old person while we're going through this, so she's eating her fucking popsicle at 7 p.m. at night, because after this, you're going to have to get a warm glass of milk and go to fuck this bed.
No, the sad thing is I actually slept today, so because I worked last night, so I'll be up all night.
How was work?
Work wasn't bad, actually. It was a couple of days that were. Last night was a little bit busy. The ER was on some bullshit, but other than that, it wasn't like crazy. You know, it was just like steady busy. I don't think I walked into a shit show, and I didn't sit down till like 1:00 in the morning, and I started at 6:30 at night.
So Rick, I'm gonna take a quick pause because I gotta go get my my special box.
We're gonna keep it rolling because I can't stop the recording, but it's fine.
You guys keep it rolling, but I think we should go back to your camping story for this first podcast.
Okay.
All
right, go. All right, so little quick break here. So to fill you guys in, I'm gonna share a story with you once Ashley gets back of a camping trip. Now, mind you, Barbara, I'm getting ready to go on another motherfucking camping trip with that same person here at the end of this month. And it's going to be to the same area. So who the fuck knows at this point? But so yeah, camping trip story. It's you can't make up shit like this. So Ashley, what I was just sharing with Auntie BJ here is I actually just scheduled at the end of this month to go on another camping trip to the same spot.
Okay.
So we're going to be there for 4 days instead of 3. So, all right. So to fill you guys in, I like camping, at least to clear my mind. I go like every 6 months to a year, something like that. And I have a really good friend of mine, pretty experienced camper. So I let him choose the spots. I'm just there for the fucking ride, basically, type deal. So we go on this camping trip. This was September. It was September of last year, so about 6 months ago. And we decide that we are going, there's this natural hot spring in Arizona. It's located on the Verde River. It's next to Fossil Creek, if you guys want to look it up. But we decide that we're going to go camping at this campground at the Verde River, and then we're going to do the hot spring, and then we're going to do swimming in the it's called Fossil Creek. I think I said that already. But either way, crystal clear water. It's beautiful. I go there. I've been there maybe 3 or 4 times. So we decide we're going to go camping, and I bring my dog with me, Kenya, who you guys will get a chance to meet. She's 12 years old. Awesome dog. Totally keeps to herself. She's just super chill. But he had a new puppy, and his puppy, at that time was a little over a year old. And this dog is an asshole. I'll just go ahead and say it. This dog fucking has a mind of his own. And let's just say he tends to get himself in some trouble. So this place that we go camping, you have to have a permit for because it gets crowded during the summer months. So to control the amount of foot traffic, you have to get a permit for it. So we decided to get 2 days worth of permits, and we're going to spend the weekend there, and then we're going to come back. So we left later on, I believe it was a Friday, and we get to the spot where you're supposed to camp, and we're going to basically, so we get there like around 1 p.m. in that area, but we decide before we go there and completely wear ourselves out, we're going to set up camp. So we go to the campsite that's right on the Verde River. That's also by the hot spring. And our goal is we're going to set up camp, then we're going to come back and swim, and then we'll just cook dinner, and then we'll have a full day in front of us on Saturday and then leave on Sunday. So we go down to get our camp spot, and we're just setting up. And as we're setting up, there's this guy that has this like 1987 like Chevy Econoline van, like one of the ones that you camp out of. The motherfucker has a crock pot. He's got a fucking bed in it. Like he just lives off the grid. That's the story.
Did it remind you of Uncle Jerry?
No, because this dude was more official than Uncle Jerry. Like, for sure, was more official than, like, this dude, if the world ended, I'm riding with this motherfucker is what I'm telling you. Like, that type of deal.
Was it like Uncle Rico's van?
No, that's too fancy. This dude's van was not that fancy. It was a makeshift van like a motherfucker for sure. So anyways, so we're setting up camp, and this guy comes right over to us as we're setting up because he basically just wants to feel us out. Are we experienced? Because you can tell he's experienced like a motherfucker. Like he's got everything set up. He's got the crock pot. He can live off the grid, which we found out. He lives off the grid for 2 or 3 months at a time. So he goes and buys supplies, and then he just finds campsites, and then he just stays there for months on end. So this dude is well prepared for camping trips. Well, you can tell he's kind of like the campground czar because he comes up to us and as we're setting up fucking camp, he's asking us all the damn questions possible to feel us out. Do we know what we're doing? Have we camped before? Are we going to be any trouble? Are we going to be that group that kind of like plays music during the night? Like what type of people are we? Like, are we going to be cool? Or are we going to be assholes? So he comes over and starts talking to us. Now, when I go camping, I don't want to fucking talk to anybody. Like my whole thing is leave me the fuck alone. I'm there to just like clear my mind. And then when I get back to civilization, I'm re-energized. I'm not thinking about anything.
Yeah. Just want to kind of be by yourself, connect with the land.
Exactly. Yeah. This dude clearly had other intentions. He does not get a lot of personal interaction at all. So when he's around people, you got to know his whole fucking life story. That's the entire thing. So he comes over to us and he starts talking to us and he's filling us out. And he goes, yeah, there was, now it was Friday. He goes, yeah, there was a couple that camped this site. There's a couple that camped this site about 3 days ago, but they left and nobody's been here ever since. And he goes, but I got to tell you, they complained about skunks and rattlesnakes. So just keep that in mind. Now, pretty experienced overall. I've done plenty of camping. I've seen rattlesnakes. Skunks, a little bit different. Never seen a fucking skunk before. Rattlesnakes, I can handle myself. Not a big deal. So
you lived in Illinois. How did you never deal with a skunk?
Skunks? I never had to deal with skunks in Illinois.
Oh, okay.
I don't think I ever saw a skunk in Illinois. Maybe I saw one like,
He saw it as roadkill is what he saw it.
Yeah, as you're fucking driving past him, the car fucking smells. Or like walking, but he never like bothered anybody, right?
Right.
So we're setting up camp and he's telling us, they had a problem with skunks and rattlesnakes, so just be careful. Now, again, my dog, 12 years old, super chill, not worried about her. She's not interested in anything but treats, food, and sleep. That's it. His dog, interested in fucking everything. I said troublemaker dog, total troublemaker dog. Total troublemaker dog. So this guy's name's Mark. So as we're talking to Mark, we see my buddy Eric's dog go into the high grass and he's jumping around like as if he just found something. And this is after 15, 20 minutes of talking to Mark. So Mark goes, hey, I think your dog found a rattlesnake. And just as he says that, you can hear the fucking rattle of this rattlesnake. Okay. Now, again, I've run into rattlesnakes before, but mind you, when I've run into rattlesnakes, it was never in a threatening situation. Like either they were slithering past me or they were giving me a little rattle to tell me like, hey, you're close, go the fuck the other way. But there's never been any sort of like, okay, it's within distance of striking, like that type of deal. So I never really worried about it like that. But now we have this fucking dog who's decided the rattlesnake is his fucking best friend. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to play. So he's sitting there jumping like this. You can hear the rattle going off.
Hell no.
And
hell no. So
Eric calls the dog back. The dog's name is, why am I drawing a blank right now? Chewy. The dog's name is Chewy. He's yelling to Chewy to leave. Now, Chewy gets the message after Eric, who, oh, by the way, is about 6'3", 285 pounds, fucking massive individual, mountain of a fucking man, okay? Yells at the dog. Dog comes back. But now Mark goes, well, you know, the dog knows that the rattlesnake is there now. So you're going to have to do something about this rattlesnake. And now I'm in uncharted fucking territory. I have no idea what the fuck to do at this point. Like, I have some experience.
I'm going to leave the fucking rattlesnake alone is what I'm going to do.
That's fair.
But here's the thing is you can't leave the fucking rattlesnake alone. Because you can leave, you can leave the rattlesnake alone, but Chewy knows that the rattlesnake is there. So as long as Chewy knows rattlesnake's there, he's going to keep going back. So Mark tells us you have to do something about this rattlesnake because now that your dog knows about the rattlesnake, he's going to keep going back. And the dogs are going to get bitten. Facts. So he goes, and we're like, okay, well, what should we do at this point? Because we're pretty sure this is like the rattlesnake's den. Okay. So he goes, well, you can't really relocate it because it'll probably come back. So your only option is to kill it. And I go, oh, great. Perfect. Just the thing I wanted to do to start my fucking camping trip. Just the fucking thing I want to do. So he goes, well, do you have something to kill it with? Like a shovel? And I go, no, Mark, I don't have a shovel. And he goes, okay, well, you're going to have to kill it. And I go, okay, well, we don't have anything to kill it. So what do you recommend? This son of a bitch finds a stick that's about yay long, okay? About a foot long. Finds a stick pretty thick, like that thick overall. Grabs the stick, finds the rattlesnake in the tall grass, and hits it 3 times over the head, okay? 1 time wasn't enough. 2 times might have done the trick. 3 times, he gone. Just rack it up, just like that, okay? So he hits the snake, kills the snake. Now, here's what he does. He still has the stick in his hand, mind you. Takes the stick, grabs the snake, and the snake's carcass is over the stick like this, and he's holding it up like it's a fucking trophy. That's what he's doing. And he brings it over to me, and he goes, what do you want to do with this? And I go, I don't really know, Mark. I'm in uncharted territory at this point. Me and Eric are freaking the fuck out because, well, the dog almost got bitten. This dude, who's a Tarzan of a man, just killed a rattlesnake in front of us with a 1-foot stick, and now you're holding it up like it's a fucking trophy. I don't know what I mean. What is life at this point, right? So we go, well, we don't really know, Mark. Not sure. He goes, well, you could eat it. And I go, no. He goes, okay, well, I would take it back to camp with me, but my slow cooker is already filled. I don't really want to know what the fucking slow cooker is filled with, so I didn't ask that question because that would open up a whole different can of worms that I wasn't interested in hearing about at that time. So he goes, so I can't take it back to camp with me. And he goes, well, the other thing I could do is I could put it in the fire because we had a fire going at this point. We're going to eat before we go swimming. Awesome idea, Mark. That's what you should do, bud. At this point, I don't want to see the damn rattlesnake. So just put it in the fire. So still has it hoisted like it's a trophy Still has an oyster like it's a trophy. And then before he puts it in, he goes, do you want to keep the head as a souvenir? No, Mark. No. And then he goes, well, what about the rattle? And I go, Mark, get real close, bud. I don't want to keep the head. I don't want to keep the tail. Just put it in the fire, okay? So he puts it in the fire. And as he puts it in the fire, here's what he tells us. He goes, hey, just so that you know, when rattlesnakes are exposed to heat, even when they're dead, the body starts to wiggle like this, like as if it's still alive.
I'm out.
As he says that, the carcass starts to do one of these jobbies in the fire. Now I'm freaking the fuck out because I don't believe that he killed this damn thing. Now I'm thinking this is going to be like a zombie snake situation, and now the whole fucking camping trip is over.
You should have cut the fucking head off.
No,
Yeah.
what the fuck am I going to do with the rattlesnake head?
No, you could have thrown it into the fire separately. At least you would have known it was dead.
That's a Mark situation. I ain't fucking with anything like that. So then that's how that whole thing ends. At this point, we realize Mark is not to be fucked with. Like, clearly this dude has some, like, I don't know if you guys ever seen Coyote Peterson. This dude's like Bear Grylls or Coyote Peterson type shit. This is the dude you want in the event that everything goes down. Like, this is your boy right here. You might have to eat some weird shit, but he's got you. So then after that happens and we get camp fully set up, we go to try to go swimming with the pass that we have. Come to find out, they close the gate at 3 p.m. We just bought a pass, can't even use it. So we decide, okay, well, fuck it. We're just going to go back to camp now. We'll just chill for the rest of the day, which is what we do. So Friday, we felt obligated to bring Mark back to camp for dinner because he had just saved the dog from potential death. So we invited him over for dinner as a thank you for killing the fucking rattlesnake, essentially. So again, as I mentioned, he's somebody that loves human interaction. Okay. Clearly he doesn't get any of it. So when we invite this dude for dinner, he's like, oh yeah, no, I'll be there for sure. Okay. So now at this point, he's coming over for dinner. No big deal. Ended up being a super chill guy. The guy, little bit of his backstory, I'll just share it briefly. He was in the military for a couple decades. And then once he got done with the military, he decided he wanted to live off the grid. And he's been living off the grid ever since. Super cool story. Ended up being a really cool person. But again, keep in mind, Mark is the campground czar. So we end up just chilling the rest of the evening on Friday. And Saturday morning comes around. Now, again, I'm not a morning person. I'm really just trying at this point to like chill, do my own thing, clear my mind. So when I come back to the valley, I'm ready to go again. So 7:30 in the morning rolls around. Mark comes the fuck over. We had just woken up. Just comes the fuck over. Uninvited like a motherfucker. First thing he does, now, you know Eric. Eric being a massive individual, 6'3", 285 pounds, has to eat all the fucking time. Mm-hmm. So Eric's already cooking at 7 a.m. in the morning. I'm getting up at 7:30 in the morning. Mark comes over completely unannounced. What do you think he wants? Fucking food, bro. Well, whatever, bro. At this point, we cook a lot of food. Let's just help him out. We'll go ahead and feed this guy. He's pretty much one of the wolf pack at this point because, well, shit ever pops off, Tarzan's your dude. So anyways, at this point, there was another guy that showed up to the campsite next to us. So if you're looking at the campsite in order, it's the new guy that showed up, then you have us, then you have Mark. Okay, so it's in order like that. Mark, us, then this new guy. Again, no interest in meeting this new fucking guy. I don't care. I have a pass to go swimming. I'm just trying to chill. Mark ain't having it. He's the fucking campground czar. He's got to know everybody, bro. So he gets done eating with us. He walks straight over to the other guy's camp. Okay. He's over there. He's over there for probably 15, 20 minutes. He comes back. He goes, oh, so I know that guy. He tells us, I know that guy. You're going to love him. His name's LZ. He comes here once every couple of months. He's super cool. He has a dog. Don't worry about anything about it. I'm like, all right, cool. As Mark says that, LZ comes right the fuck over to introduce himself. Problem. LZ's a nudist. Yeah. Now, there's two differences between Mark and LZ. Mark is also a nudist. However, when Mark told us that he was a nudist, he said, don't worry about it. Whenever I come over, I'll make sure to have clothes on. And he honored that commitment. LZ, he don't give a fuck. He's a nudist. Dong just all out. He's meeting everybody. Johnson just swinging one way, and then he's walking the other. That's the way it goes. So, LZ comes.
Were you a little intimidated?
No, I was fucking uncomfortable is what the fuck I was. Uncomfortable as fuck. So LZ comes over like it's no big deal. Johnson just out, and the motherfucker wants to try to make eye contact with me as he's having a conversation. Like we've been in some sort of romantic thing for fucking years, bro. Like,
well, where else does he? Where else you want him to look besides your eyes?
I want him to get the fuck out of my motherfucking campsite is what I want. I want to get the fuck out of my campsite. You're coming over with your dick out unannounced. That's the problem for me. So anyways, so LZ comes over and he's introduced himself. And
did you shake his hand?
Huh?
Did you shake his hand?
No. Oh no, there's no touching. There's no touchy at all. I'm keeping distance. Like, this is worse than COVID. I'm not doing the 6-foot thing. I'm doing like the 20-foot thing, bro. Like, I'm on one side of the camp. You're all the way on the other. That's the way we're doing it. So after talking to LZ, what I come to find out is that LZ, he's kind of a loner. Like, he works in the valley, but when he doesn't work on the weekends, he comes out and just camps by himself. So he's somebody that likes to do his own thing, but when he resonates with people, he really likes to be around them. Very much like Mark. When the conversations are flowing, he wants to be around the entire time. So we already have this like wolf pack established because Mark can handle his own, right? And Mark is cool enough to say, hey, I'm a nudist, but as long as I'm around you fellas, my dog won't be out. Laid down the rules, totally respected the rules, right? So we got Mark, fucking Tarzan, snakes, he's got him. Clothes, he's got him. Conversation, he's got him, okay? Then you got me and Eric. So we got a little wolf pack going on. LZ decides, I'm just letting myself right into the wolf pack. I'm going to show up and I'm never going to leave. He pulled a jippy real quick. That's what the fuck happened. So anyways, so after all this happens, and we have breakfast, which, oh, by the way, LZ came very ill-prepared food-wise. At least Mark had fucking food in the crock pot. LZ had like 3 sandwiches for 4 days. Like, I don't know how this fucking guy survives at all. So naturally, there's a little bit left in the pot after we get done eating. He goes, mind if I have some of that? Bro, I've known you for all of 5 minutes, player. But have at it, sir. As long as your dong's out of my face, whatever, bro. Whatever. So we go our separate ways after lunch. And we decide we're going to hit the hot spring, okay? And we invite Mark to go. And, well, LZ's around, so guess what that means? Since LZ's around,
dong's out.
I wasn't even thinking like that, but thanks for putting that in my head. So I'm thinking about it more so like I don't want to be an asshole. We're inviting Mark to the hot spring. We'll just we'll throw it out there. LZ, if you want to go to the hot spring, you can go to the hot spring. He goes, okay, yeah, I'll do that. Oh, fucking awesome, bro. Great. Fucking great. So we're kind of doing our own thing throughout the day. And then we come back later on around probably 4 or 5:30 in that area. And then we decide that we're going to head out to the hot spring. So we get LZ and we get Mark. Again, LZ, dong just out. Now Mark decided he's going to break the rules on this one. Now what you have to know about the hot spring is this particular hot spring in Arizona is clothing optional. They have 2 hot springs when you go there. One of them, if you go in there, you know nobody's going to have clothes on. The other one, they do have clothes on. So when you go there, you have to prepare yourself. You're probably going to see some Johnson. So Keep that in mind. So before we embark on this trek, LZ, dong out. Me, clothes on. Eric, clothes on. Audience, just so you know, me and Eric, we're cousins. No homo shit. So, anyways.
That we know of.
Oh, hold on there, Auntie BJ. You don't want to go there on the first episode of the podcast, man. We'll save that for round 2, round 3.
That girl is on fire.
It just came out. Sorry.
So anyways, it just came out. Don't worry. So we're going to the hot spring, and obviously it's clothing optional at this point. Mark decides, I'm going to break the rules a little bit. Mark decides he's going dong out. Fucking cool, bro. So we have 4 dogs, 4 dudes. 2 dudes have clothes on, 2 dudes do not have clothes on. Fantastic. So we go to the hot spring, and everything goes without a hitch. No big deal, whatever. Outside of the fact that these dudes just have their Johnson out, whatever.
So is there one that for sure is no clothes and the other one is like mixed, or one's closed and one's not closed?
Yeah, so there's one that is, so there used to be a resort there. And it was a resort back in the 20s, 30s, 40s, and then in the 50s it burnt down. So they built one indoor one and then one outdoor one. The indoor one is still there. So the resort burned down, but the outhouse for the actual hot spring is still there. So you have one indoor and one outdoor. The outdoor one is you have to have clothes on. The indoor one, clothing optional. Okay.
So did you and Eric go to one and they went to the other, or you all went to the clothing optional?
No. They broke the motherfucking rules. Them motherfuckers all the way went in the outside one without any clothes on. They didn't give a fuck. They didn't give a fuck at all. So I went to the indoor one with clothes on. Y'all want to be rule breakers? I'm going to break the motherfucking rules too. So anyways, so we go to the hot spring. We're probably there for like an hour, hour and a half, whatever. And we start to hike back. Now it's nighttime at this point. So we're going to cook food, and then we decide, you know what, at this point, I mean, Mark's with us till the end. I mean, that's just how it is. This dude pretty much saved Chewy from a real bad time, and he's not going anywhere. He's a homie. At this point, we know him pretty well. He's a good guy. But LC is one of those people, he ain't fucking leaving. So we go back to camp. We're all hiking back to camp, and it's dark outside at this point. I have a flashlight. Everybody has their own flashlight. And we're going to go our separate ways, but we're going to meet back at our camp, mine and Eric's camp, because we're all going to have dinner together. So me and Eric branch off, and we go to our camp, and I shine the light into the camp. As I shine the light into camp, we made a fatal mistake. That fatal mistake is we left dog food out in camp. Who knew? Skunks love dog food. Who the fuck knew? So as I flash the flashlight into camp, skunk. The skunk sees us and immediately books it into the woods. Problem, okay? Chewy also sees the skunk.
I mean, Chewy, you dumb son bitch.
Oh, well, Chewy learned his lesson real quick. So
Okay.
Chewy books it after the skunk, okay? Now, where Eric was able to call him back with the rattlesnake, he cannot call him back. Chewy sees the skunk and he's like, oh no, me and this skunk are about to be best friends right now. That's his whole thing. So we hear Chewy run into the woods and we're calling Chewy. No response at all. We hear a little scuffle break out in the woods. All of a sudden, no scuffle. Everything stops. Okay? Chewy comes out of the woods and he's doing the sneezing thing. Like that.
Oh,
What?
hell no.
At this point, we know homie just got sprayed.
He got sprayed for sure.
Right in the face, bro.
Dude, I
Right
had
in
to
the fucking face.
In the face.
Right in the face. So now, me and you actually were talking about how when you drive past a skunk that's been hit on the road,
Yeah.
that smells pretty horrible.
It's terrible.
Amplify that shit by like 5 or 6, and that's how the campsite was. And that shit stuck around for, I kid you not, probably like, I don't know, a good 3 hours or so. Like, it was there for a long fucking time. Now, Chewy got sprayed. And Chewy was sleeping in the tent with Eric.
And Chewy's a doodle, correct?
Yeah.
So he has a lot of hair.
Yeah, he's a golden doodle. Yeah. So Eric has to take him to the Verde River now to wash him off, and it's like 8 p.m. at night, so it's dark as fuck. So he washes him off, and all we have is Dawn dish soap. Okay, Dawn dish soap actually sponsor us right now. Pretty decent. Did a pretty solid job. So anyways, Chewy still smells. I mean, that's just a smell that's going to take time to get off. So Chewy has to sleep in the back of the car at this point. He has to sleep in the car. He can't sleep in the tent because my tent is right next to Eric's. Okay.
Okay, but I'm sleeping in the car, and the dog is sleeping in the tent by himself. Because now you let the car smell like that?
Well, he had leather seats.
Okay.
He had leather seats. So that's why we're like, we're going to put him in the car, in the back seat. And then when we drive down, we'll just have the windows open. It's not my car. I don't give a fuck. You're the one that has to live with it. So the rest of the night pretty much goes without a hitch, except for the fact that Chewy is now in the back seat of the car, just ashamed. Like, you can see it. He's defeated, bro. He realized he fucked with something he shouldn't have fucked with, and he will not be by anybody at this point. He don't want to be by any humans. He don't want to even come out of the car. He's just ashamed. Like, that's his attitude the rest of the evening. Rightfully so. Probably shouldn't have fucked with him. So, rest of the night goes without a hitch, except for one thing. I mentioned that we left the dog food out, right? So the skunks now realize, oh, there's dog food at this camp. Well, what you need to know about skunks, the skunks are very territorial. So what do? Once they know that there's food somewhere, we're going to go back and get the food because that's easy access, right? They don't care. Like, they're not afraid of humans. It's all good. So we, throughout the night, have to fend off these skunks. So Eric comes up with this brilliant plan that he's just going to find sticks, snap them in half, keep them outside of his tent. So at any time that there's skunks within camp, he'll unzip the tent, he'll grab a stick, and he'll throw the stick at the skunk as a defense mechanism so that they leave camp. That was the strategy all fucking night, which was fine. It worked for all of about 10 minutes. Then the skunk would come back. So here's the issue I dealt with. My tent was closest to where the dog food was. Okay. So after
Did you ever think about maybe moving your tent?
Yeah, well, it's once it's staked into the ground, and where we were, you just couldn't. Like, because there's like a flat area where there was enough room for one or two tents, and then the rest of it's kind of like on a hill a little bit. So you can't. Okay. If the other option was put it in the long grass where the snakes were.
I'm out. Yeah.
I would have moved after the rattlesnake. I would have found another fucking campsite.
Right. We'd have been gone.
I would have been like fucking chuck-a-deuce.
At this point, I didn't even share this with you, but all of the campsites are taken. So we can't fucking move at this point. We have to deal with this.
Hotel, motel, Holiday Inn. We got it.
I mean.
You ain't wrong. You ain't wrong. So, again, the skunks have a smell of dog food now. So I go to sleep at around 10:30, 11 o'clock. And I'm hearing rustling around my tent. And this is, again, happening every 10 to 15 minutes. Well, it's Mr. Skunk. And Mr. Skunk has said, well, hey, you guys have food. I'm going to hang out with y'all because at least I know I'm well taken care of here. Okay. Now, I'm trying everything I can to get this skunk out of here. I don't want to totally scare the skunk because I don't want to fucking get sprayed, but I want to make enough noise where the skunk's like, all right, I need to leave camp. So
what's Kenya doing at this point?
Huh?
What's Kenya doing at this point?
Kenya's in the tent with me, which is why I also didn't want to open up the tent because I don't know what Kenya's reaction will be to a skunk. Right. So I don't want to put Kenya in that position either. So I'm basically in the tent. The tent is closed. Kenya's in the tent with me. And these skunks are literally rubbing right next to the tent. You can hear them, right? So I'm trying to like hit the side of my tent. At one point, I had music on my iPhone, and I'm just playing music as loud as I can. Pretty much nothing's working, okay? So I'm awake, and here's the worst part. It was the same skunk that sprayed Chewy, and the reason why I know it is because the skunk is laying next to my tent, so I can smell this motherfucker. I can smell him. Okay. So then now I'm a fucking bystander because of what Chewy did. Okay. So this was my night. So I probably got a total of maybe 2.5 hours of sleep on Saturday night. Well, Sunday comes and we decide that we're going to leave because you want to try to beat the traffic when you're leaving from Camp Verde because it's a disaster going down the 17. So we decide we're going to have breakfast. We're going to swim a little bit and then we'll leave. So we're basically going to cook. While we're cooking, we'll clean up camp and then pack the car, go swimming, and then straight from swimming, leave. Like that's what we're going to do. Okay. So, mind you, Eric had to check on Chewy all night that night to make sure he was fine. He had food, he had water, and everything was good. So throughout the night, you know, for, I don't know, probably 5 or 6 times throughout the night, he went to check on Chewy to make sure everything was good. So Sunday comes, we get done eating breakfast, and Eric goes to start the car. Car doesn't start. Well, Eric's not a car person. No. So the battery's dead on the car. And I am a former mechanic. Now, I know what the fuck is going on, but I was the one that caused the problem that we're in right now. So guess what, sir? You need to figure this the fuck out. Period. So he doesn't have jumper cables because, you know, a grown-ass man having jumper cables, who the fuck would do that? Like, grown-ass man. So now he needs to go find jumper cables, okay? So he asked Mark, and Mark does have jumper cables, but Mark can't move the van. So Mark's like, hey, I'll give you jumper cables, but you're going to have to find somebody who can jump your car. So as I mentioned, there were probably 4 or 5 other campsites that people claimed on Saturday night. So there were more people that showed up. Well, I'm cleaning up camp, and Eric is going looking for somebody that can jumpstart the car. Well, he finds somebody, and their camp is across from ours. Okay, now I don't think anything of it. Eric's a conversationalist. He's probably just like getting to know them and making it like comfortable so that they're like, oh yeah, we'll help you guys out, whatever. Well, Eric's gone for like 10 to 15 minutes. So now I'm like, all right, bro, we got to get a move on at this point. Like, camp's ready to go. Like, food's good. Like, I want to beat traffic here. So I go and find Eric. Problem, who did he find? He found the other campers that were nudists, okay? 2 more dudes. These were 2 dudes camping together. 2 dudes, okay? Now, here's what you have to know about Mark and LZ. When Mark and LZ were nude, they at least had a shirt on. These dudes, Johnson just all out. They don't believe in clothes at all. Second thing, okay? 1 and 2. Second thing, these motherfuckers cock jewelry. Yeah, as if we're bedazzling our fucking dong. We need to wear this shit, okay? So I go over there, and I see that these motherfuckers' dongs are out. And I'm like, oh, good, here we go. Like, let's just add to the fucking party, right? More nudists, okay? One of the guys is a mechanic. He's a diesel mechanic. Perfect guy to jumpstart the car, okay? Guy goes, I'll be over with my car to jumpstart the car. I'll meet you guys over at your camp. Cool. I'm leaving again. It's bad enough I saw 2 dongs, bro. Now you're going to add cock jewelry to the fucking mix. What the fuck are we doing here, bro?
Now you saw all 4 dongs.
Like, and mind you, this was a birthday trip. Hold on. I saw more dong on my birthday than I did blow out candles, okay? There you go, listeners. Tune in, episode 2 coming at you. I'm sure I'll have an adventure for you. Anyways, so guy comes over, jump starts the car, or is, you know, he's going to come jump start the car. Former mechanic. I know exactly how to jump start the car. Eric does not know how to jump start the car. I looked at him right in his eyeballs, and I said, sir, you're going to jump start this car. I'm not helping you do it. Because the dude that's going to help you jumpstart it has his dong out. Now, Eric, not happy about the whole situation. Sorry, sir. You're the one that put us in this position. Okay?
Wait, I have questions. What if his jewelry, somehow, if he was helping him, I don't know if this is possible, but what if it like touched the car while they were like shocking? Could he have gotten shocked? Because that would have been fun.
Yeah. I mean, rightfully so. He could have.
I mean, depends on if he knows what he's doing or not, right?
Yeah. Yeah. So anyways, so guy comes over, okay, is going to jumpstart the car, and Eric hands him the jumper cables. Dude's dong is literally on the bumper of the fucking car. He's sitting there jumpstarting the vehicle, okay? I tell Eric, I'm going to be inside the car. That's where I'll be. You just let me know when I need to start this motherfucker.
Oh my God.
I don't know what happened after that. All I know is Eric's next to this dude. Johnson's on the fucking bumper. They're jump starting the car. And I'm just sitting there like, bro, I need to get the fuck out of here. Okay. Give it 5 minutes. Car jump starts. I start the car right up. I stay in the fucking car. I'm done, bro. I'm not talking to anybody. I'm getting the fuck out of here. That was the fucking camping trip of how I saw more dong than I did blow out candles on my birthday. Unintentional. Now, I probably will have a story for y'all because we're going to the exact same place in about 20 days.
I really hope Mark's there and he can be our first guest.
So here's the blessing, though. The blessing is we're not camping in that same spot again. No, we're camping a whole different spot. I'm not running into that situation again.
Oh my God. What was the conversation like on the way home with you and Eric?
Awesome question. So
I would have been like, bro, what the fuck?
No, here's what this fool tells me. He goes, hey, did you notice they had cock jewelry on? I go,
No, I missed it.
hard to miss, sir.
This is what we're going to talk about? This is what we're going to talk about right now.
Hard to miss, sir. And that's why I left it, because I don't want to talk about another man's dong at this point.
I mean, you said there were like 4 or 5 other campers there, and he finds the other nudist couple.
You could pick anybody, bro. You could. I'll fucking walk at this point, dude. I don't care. So, so after he makes the comment about, did you see the cock jewelry? Silence, because again, why are we talking about another man's Johnsons right now? Okay. Silence for maybe about 30 seconds. Like this, I don't want to say it was an awkward silence, but it was clearly a silence where it was a little uncomfortable, where it's kind of like, we don't need to talk about this shit. And then he goes, I think I'm going to buy some cock jewelry. And I go, sir.
Shut the fuck
I'm
up.
talking about the cock jewelry. We're done.
Like, this conversation's over. You could have this conversation with your wife, sir. I don't need to hear it
at all. I'm good.
He's gonna have the ladder or some shit. Oh my God.
This is the stuff, bro. This is the stuff I deal with when I go camping with this fool.
So you're signing up to go camping with him again. Is he bringing Chewy or is he bringing the new dog?
He's not bringing Winnie. Winnie's an asshole. He's bringing Chewy, and Chewy is a lot more relaxed now. And I can tell you that because I was just up there in January.
Mm-hmm.
And Chewy, Chewy's a lot more chill. So we should be fine. Fucking knock on wood, bro. If not, podcast episode 2 is going to be fucking fire, bro. That's what I'll tell you. Come back, subscribe. Y'all ain't going to want to miss part 2 because I'm going to have a story for y'all. I'm telling you right now. Imagine if I ran into Mark, though. Holy fuck, dude. That would
be awesome.
It would literally be awesome.
You should do a drive-by of the other site just to see if you see his Econoline or whatever it was.
Dude, he's like Carl. He's like Carl that we met over here. He fucking lives at the campground. You're going to fucking see him again.
Here's the thing with Mark, though. He's not always in Arizona. Like,
right.
He literally goes everywhere. So,
right, yeah.
So I mean, maybe.
Did you get his number or his socials or anything?
The motherfucker lives off the grid. I mean, maybe if he had a messenger pigeon, I could have sent him a fucking messenger pigeon. But
hey, maybe, you never know.
Did you get his ham radio thing or his
his CB handle? His CB handle.
No, he got a PO box. He's like, write me sometime soon. Nah, sir, I promise I'll write you sometime soon.
Yeah, then you could have had a friend when you go back.
I don't know if you picked up on the hints of that story, but a lot of those scenarios I did not want to be in. So I'm thinking I don't want to call him up and be like, hey, buddy, you camping? It's bad enough LZ LZ gives me his information, and the reason why is because when we were going to the hot spring, he goes, hey, I forgot to bring my camera with me. Do you mind taking pictures of my dog, not dong, dog, and sending me pictures? So being the nice guy I am, I took pictures of his dog, and I sent it to him to his cell phone, okay? Now, we leave, okay? We leave, about 3 or 4 days goes by. LZ texts me, and now he's telling me about all the fucking business with these fucking nudist colonies. He goes, yeah. He's like, it's not uncommon. There's like 3 or 4 places in Arizona you can go that at any given time have nudist colonies. Just let me know, and I'll send you an invite. I never fucking asked, sir.
He's trying to pull him into the cult. Come on in.
What
is fun?
Also, why would you be a nudist and still wear a fucking tank top, but your shit's showing? Like, just fucking, that's the part you're gonna cover.
Well, Rick was obviously more comfortable if they had shirts on, because it was way more uncomfortable for the people with the cock jewelry.
I mean, well, when you're drawing attention to your fucking dog, bro. Like, oh, here's a blue one. Here's a red one. Which one are we gonna choose today? I don't know.
It obviously got Eric's attention.
Dude, did he ever? Never mind. But
did you ask him, like,
no,
why?
You gotta say it.
Why?
Did I ask him why? No.
Why he chose those people?
No.
I was gonna say, did you ever find out if he got it?
No. Why was I asking that question?
Well, I don't know why you guys had the conversation in the car.
He's right. Awkward as fuck, bro.
He said, "Oh, I think I'll just get some cock jewelry." What?
You should ask him at the next camping trip. No, so
question, bro.
Who's having this talk with Ashley and Auntie DJ?
Plot twist, you ready? Here's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna get there. He's gonna be nude. He's gonna already have the cock jewelry on. Bro, you gotta try it. I'm telling you, bro. You gotta try it. It's so fucking freeing.
You're gonna be like, "No, fam, I'm good."
Rick's gonna get the fuck back in the car, and then he's gonna be like, "I'm the fuck out." Yeah, bye.
Like, find your here, Richard. You should honestly drive separately so that you have a escape plan.
Problem, I got a BMW. It can't make it down. It can't make it down that road. I don't have a choice. If the cock jewelry comes out, I just gotta. I'm gonna have to walk it.
The whole thing is that it's Eric, though, so it's quite possible.
Anything's possible with that fool.
Possible with Eric.
The whole thing is you slap him across the face and you throw a T-shirt at him and you say, "Cover the fuck up."
Yeah, you'd be like, "I don't even think that's good."
No, I promise. Me and him are on terms where I'm just like, bro, you got to put that thing away.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that's it, bro. That's it. Like, you got to put that. Come on, bro. What are we doing here?
By the way, someone at work last night said that something about back shots. Okay, never mind. I'll just Google it.
No.
I don't know what it means. I don't know what it means.
Listeners, you never know where this conversation is gonna go.
What do you mean?
Please explain.
You guys are younger than I am.
Okay, first of all, I think I have an idea. My hand's up. First of all, tell me you haven't Googled it yet.
I haven't, but I think I know what it means.
Google it right now. Google it right now.
Google it.
Is it Google or an Urban Dictionary?
No, Google it.
Google it. I told you to Google it. Why wouldn't you Google it?
I'm just relaxed. I'm doing it.
I did. Said you fucking suck.
Said you fucking blow.
It's gonna come up like the fucking that one thing that I Googled the blue waffle or some shit. I don't want to.
Why, bro? Why? Why?
I did that one night when you guys were over and I was fucked up.
What did you Google?
What was it called? The blue waffle or some shit?
I'm not having this discussion with y'all. I'm not having this blue waffle discussion with y'all right now.
I don't know what it is.
Look it up then. You guys, she's on Google, you be on Google.
Nope.
Yeah, exactly.
Last time I Googled something, someone told me to Google, it was 2 girls, 1 cup, and I was out.
No. It's not to the extreme of blue of 2 girls, 1 cup. I can assure you that.
So why did they call it that? Isn't that already have another name?
What?
I just Googled it.
What did it say?
I'm not reading it out loud, but
yes, you are. That's the whole point.
I've been dropping F-bombs this entire fucking time.
Dude, isn't it just doggy style? It's literally the description.
And then the dude finishes on your back.
But that doesn't
F-shot.
say, it doesn't say that. It doesn't say that.
You got to
That's the
press
back
the
shot.
see more. You got to press the
There's
see
no-
more.
There's
Seymour,
no-
oh, she looking at images, bro. No, now you got to do blue waffle.
No, I'm not doing blue waffle.
No,
Ashley,
not you. Ashley has to do
I'll
blue
do it.
waffle.
there's
I'll
no
do it.
see more. That's all it is.
And
Okay.
look at the pictures, Ash. That's the only thing that matters.
I just wanted to know if I had done it before. That was the whole thing, and I wasn't sure, but I thought I knew what it was, and so now I'm confident. Okay. Thanks for that.
All I'm seeing is actual blue waffles.
Oh, then you ain't seeing the right thing. You ain't seeing the right thing.
Oh, wait. WebMD. It's a made-up STD.
Yeah. Now go
No.
look it up and what it actually looks like.
Nothing you see online is real, including images of people who supposedly have it. So whatever it is, it's fake.
I know, but you still need to look at it, is the point.
Look at the picture. That's the whole thing. None of us knew that it was fucking fake.
Type in like blue waffle vagine or something like that.
Oh, fuck.
Yes. Yes.
Can I show this?
No, I don't
No,
think
you
can.
cannot show that.
No, do not show it.
We'll get
It's
our first
made-
spot. We'll get our first spot taken down. It's bad enough I've dropped a bunch of F-bombs.
Close your phone. Close your phone. You're good, girl. Now, I did that after a Notre Dame game. I was drunk as fuck, and then I think Kevin or something said about it, and I was like, "Oh, okay, I'll do it." And I did it, and I was like, "I wish instant regrets, instant regrets."
No
It's one of
regrets.
those things that you see once and you never, like, you immediately
Get
regret.
it out of your head.
Never again. Never again. Like the picture I saw was made into a meme. So someone had to work on that. And that's fucking disgusting.
Mm-hmm. It's so uncomfortable.
I'm so
Oh, fuck.
So good.
oh my god. I had the snorting laughs last night.
Did you?
I don't even remember what it was about, but I could not stop. We were playing what is it, meme? And you put up a picture and then it's kind of like Cards Against Humanity. So you have like descriptions and you throw in your ones and then they got to pick it. And I lost my shit on one of them and I don't remember even what it was, but Mike was like hyping into it. Oh, I can get her going. I can get her going. I was like, shut up. This doesn't feel good. It was like 20 times in a row.
Oh my god.
Mhm.
I can't imagine that because snorting sometimes hurts.
Yes, it does. People think it's funny. It's not funny.
It's kind of funny.
Be nice to your
Funny,
snorting
the
friends.
first couple of times you do it, but then when you keep doing it over and over again, it kind of gives you. Sometimes you get chest pain. At least for me.
Right.
See, I don't think I ever got to that point where it just kept going. I might have done it once and I was like, oh, that's embarrassing. And then stopped.
You're an asshole. That's
You're
embarrassing.
like, oh, that's embarrassing.
No, I'm saying I was the one that snorted. I snorted. And I was like, oh, that's
Right.
embarrassing.
So you're telling me I should be embarrassed by the fact that I snort?
I personally think it's embarrassing for me. That's it. Yeah, that's a self-conscious thing.
He is a dude, though. Most dudes don't snort, laugh.
See what I mean? See what I mean, bro? This is why. This is why.
Oh, fuck. I'm getting my tattoo tomorrow.
What are you getting?
I'm getting a phoenix rising from the ashes.
Oh, that's right.
I fucking canceled my tattoo appointment, Barb,
Why?
because I did our taxes this year, and for the first time ever, I'm gonna owe the federal government.
Oh,
So
that's
I
What
said
the
I gotta
fuck did you do that you owe the federal government, bro?
listen. It wasn't me. Wasn't me.
it wasn't me.
Was it
Husband
Mike?
got into a motorcycle accident, decided to cash out his 401k, didn't take out enough taxes.
So all I'm hearing is you need to file single. That's all.
But then he'll have a bigger bill.
That's not your fucking problem. You ain't.
It
going
is,
to a
we're
motorcycle
married.
accident.
We're married. The government don't care.
That son of a bitch.
Mm-hmm.
Is he gonna get another motorcycle now or no? Or is he done forever?
No, he'll eventually get another one.
Of course he
It's either that or we'll get a side by side.
Side by sides are dope. Those things are gangster.
I don't know.
So those are like the little like the I know what they are. Never mind.
Not a 4-wheeler.
Not a 4-wheeler, but it has like the whole roll thing and everything.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah. Like a dune buggy, but like has a cage on it.
Yes.
No, not like a dune buggy with a cage. It's more of an equipment more thing. Like you could have a dump thing on the back, and it's like a regular. It could be a regular cab.
Well, you can have 4x4s. You could have side by sides that have 4 seats.
Yeah, you can. You could have up to like 6 seats, I think.
Yeah. Those things are like mad popular here in Arizona.
Yeah, a lot of them have them at the Queen Creek and for Christmas, and they put the lights on. They have dune buggies and all those.
Yeah, those things are sick. Those things are cool.
Yeah, like that.
Yeah.
And you can get one with a complete thing or not or whatever. So at least that I would be able to drive. Side by side
would be perfect for you guys out there.
Yeah, if we stay at this house.
Facts.
You know, but if we ever leave this house, I want to get a smaller house, but he wants to have more land.
Are you guys going to stay in Illinois?
I don't know what we're going to do. Kind of all over the place.
All right.
Yeah. Facts. Well, anyway, just so you guys know, getting over the border in Mexico, no one gave a fuck what you were bringing into Mexico or what you were doing. You just got right in. And then coming back, we were in the
But you were going in for medical, though.
Yeah, but it didn't matter. Everybody around us just could cruise into Mexico. They didn't really stop you. We had to pull over to a lane. They opened the back of the car, closed it. It was literally a half a second.
Mm-hmm.
I can see you later.
You have to bring any money with you? I heard you got to bring money with you.
Yeah, I brought cash.
Just in case you got to pay the police?
No, I had to pay for the procedure. So
that's what I heard. People that drive there have to take money with them? Just in case the police come over, you have to give them some Skrilla.
Yeah, that happened to my cousin and his wife when they went on vacation. They got pulled over and they had to give all their fucking shit away.
Yeah.
They did.
But you hear about that shit?
No.
So, okay, so Rocky Point is, if I'm sure you've heard of Rocky Point before, it's in Mexico. It's like a 4-hour drive from Phoenix, and you're right in the ocean. So it's a big time destination for spring break. A lot of people drive down there. Well, there's one road that you need to take that will get you all the way there. Okay. Well, the cops know about this road. The Mexican police know about this road. So they will stop Americans. And the only way that you can get away from them without getting arrested is to give them actual US dollars. That's it. So that's why you always bring money with you. You bring like $100 with you, and then if you get pulled over, you give them $100, and then they let you go.
Yeah, because 25 US dollars is like 500 pesos.
Yeah, like for $100, our $100 for them is like fucking making it rain out there.
It's like thousands of dollars.
Yeah.
Or thousands of pesos. So anyway, when we left, we were in the fast lane, like in the medical lane. Otherwise, it was 4 hours. A 4-hour wait. And they got these motherfuckers, souvenir people, they got fucking food trucks, they got like all of this shit. I would be like, if I was stuck in that 4-hour line, people coming to your window, like fucking trying to sell you shit at 90% off souvenirs, or they're like fucking food trucks, I would be irritated. I would just turn around and go back. But before we got to the place, when we got into town, we turned left, and there was this truck that was parked, well, it was at a stoplight. And they had a big, on the top, it had like a guy in a uniform or whatever, and he had like one of those big guns.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Jesus.
I get a truck, and I was like, we were like, oh, shit. We don't know.
Magic Jack. Magic Jack.
Magic Jack. Magic Jack.
All we heard was the big guns thing, and then you cut out.
Oh. Well, we didn't know if it was like the actual police, the policia, or if it was like the cartel.
So who was it? Did you find out?
No, because we turned left and they were stuck at the light. It's
got to be the cartel. To have a big fucking gun like that, like what's the likelihood that the police have a gun like that?
I don't know, but then when my cousin was out, she said that one of her Uber drivers was telling her that they stopped the Mexican people too, not just the Americans.
Yeah, but if you're pasty white like I am, oh, bro, you're getting stopped, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, you're getting stopped.
Yeah.
I mean, you look like a pretty boy. I'd stop you.
I know. That's why I'm bringing Skrilla with me. I know how it goes.
I couldn't leave the hospital, but she left and she went to like the marketplace. She bought me 4 shirts. 2 of them had donkeys on it, and then underneath says Tijuana.
She literally went into the market. Who was that? That one with you?
My cousin's wife went with me.
Oh, okay.
Because she went there before, and then Donnie went with her, and then he went shopping. So she went to the same place. She got me some maracas, because I love me some maracas.
Oh, all right, Auntie BJ. Calm down.
and then she got me 4 t-shirts. They're so much fun to just shake.
Yeah, they are.
It's a good practice, eh?
And
it's a full body workout for you.
Yeah. And I got one of those blanket jacket things. You know,
oh, you're talking about the I know what you're talking about. Poncho.
Yeah, like the poncho, but it has sleeves. The ponchos don't have sleeves.
Right.
This one has sleeves and a hoodie.
I didn't know ponchos didn't have sleeves.
No, they're just round and then they just go over your shoulders, but they don't have sleeves.
Oh. All right, who knew?
Well, now you know. I'm learning.
The more you know.
I don't know.
I didn't bring it with me because I couldn't carry. I left it at my cousin's house because I couldn't carry. I'm limited to how much I can lift. And I had brought 2 bags with me. So I had to consolidate to 1 bag. So whatever I don't need when I go back over there, I'll just pick it up and drive it back.
Yeah. And how long was your trip flying from their house to your house?
Dude.
Like total travel time.
Without
the story. Just tell me total travel time real quick.
I'm trying to figure it out. You're talking about coming home?
Yeah. Because if you would have drove from your cousin's to your house, how long would it have been?
3 hours.
Okay. Go ahead.
Okay. Keep in mind, I didn't know the weather was going to be good. So from here to Seattle is 22-minute flight. From Seattle to Portland is a 30-minute flight. And then I had to drive another hour to their house. That I had a 45-minute wait in Seattle.
What time did you leave? Hold on. And what time did you get home?
Coming home, that was going there. Coming home, I left it. The plane was supposed to leave at 7:35, but it had maintenance issues, so we had to go to a different gate. And then that plane had maintenance issues, so we didn't leave till like 9 o'clock. And then I got to Seattle and had a 2-hour layover there. And that plane left at 11:15. I did not get into Yakima until 11:59 p.m. And then I didn't get home until 12:30, 12:45 in the morning.
And you was supposed to leave at 7 o'clock in the morning?
No, at night. And Donnie dropped me off at the airport at probably 5:45, almost 6 o'clock.
Okay, so let's say 5:30 to 12:30.
Yeah.
Whereas a drive would have taken you 3 hours.
Yeah. Yeah, but here you never know about the weather. The weather was still shitty over here on my side. Not on their side because they're by the coast. On my side, it was still like freezing and stuff. So I cannot go over the pass. So now I'm going to my aunt's house on the 19th and she lives in Oregon. I will be driving because the weather's nicer. It's like 60 degrees here now.
Yeah, a bunch of motorcycles were out today. I heard them all day long driving.
All right, well, I'm going to close the podcast, guys. So this was episode number 1. If you guys liked this podcast and you want more, make sure that you like, follow, and subscribe. I will have the link to the socials down below. This is episode 1. We should be coming at you guys probably within the next month or so. Myself, Auntie VJ.
There she is.
And Ashley. All right, guys.
Bye, guys. Thanks.
Bye.